Hi guys, my name's Yvonne. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. In this video today, I'm going to share with you how I created this adorable 18-inch doll or preemie size mermaid tail blanket. I made this a while back when that whole mermaid tail craze hit, and I was inspired by the many blankets that were out there. So let me tell you the materials that we're going to need to get started. So the materials that I'm using today are Loops and Thread Impeccable, which is a number 4 worsted weight yarn. The color is lavender. I'm also using Loops and Thread Country Loom. This color is Lavender Blues, and it is a super bulky weight yarn. The hooks I'm using are Clover Amour brand K 6.5 millimeter hook. And this one, it's a P hook, I do know that, and I want to say it's an 11.5 millimeter hook, but I will put the links to everything that I use down below. You need a pair of scissors. You also want a tapestry needle that'll fit the bulky yarn, and you want a tape measure. To download this pattern, you want to go to my blog, which I will put the link down below, and it'll have the updated version of this pattern. All right, guys, so go ahead, grab your materials, and let's get hooking. All right, so using 2 strands of yarn held together, we are going to start with the slip knot, and we're going to chain 24. So we're going to yarn over, pull that through the loop that's on our hook, that's 1, yarn over, pull it through again, that's 2, yarn over, pull it through, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're going to continue all the way till you get to 24 chains, and I will meet you back when I'm done with mine. All right, guys, I'm done with my 24 chains. Now let's start row 1. We are going to work a half double crochet starting in the 3rd chain from your hook. This one does not count as a stitch. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then in the 3rd chain, we're going to put our first half double crochet. So yarn over. Now you can work into the loops just like this, or what I want to do is I'm going to turn my chain and I'm going to work into that back bump here. And that way it's going to give me a nice edge on the top for later. Okay, so either way is fine. So I'm going to turn mine, and again, 1, 2, 3rd chain, and I'm working into the back bumps. Yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, and you're going to go through all the loops that are on your hook. And that's our first half double crochet. This turning chain here will not count as a stitch. Okay, so yarn over, go into your next chain or in the back bump here, yarn over, draw up a loop or loops, yarn over, and you're going to go through all that are on your hook. That's our second half double crochet. Yarn over, go into the next one like this. Continue this all the way till the end, and I will meet you at the end of row 1. All right, I'm done with row 1. So rows 2 through 9 are going to be worked the exact same way. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work, and we're going to work 1 half double crochet into each stitch across. I had 22 half double crochets, okay? So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, go through all on your hook. Just like that. That's our first half double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through all that are on your hook. And this is all we're doing, guys. Just half double crochet all the way across. So go ahead and pause your video, and I will meet you back here at the end of row 9. All right, I am done with my 9 rows, and this is what your piece should look like. Now my measurements right now are 14.5 this way and about 7.5 this way. So now what we want to do, we're going to join our ends together like this, and we're going to put a slip stitch here and slip stitch. Just a quick tip, you may want to put a stitch marker here if you're a beginner, because sometimes we can miss that stitch when we're working the next few rounds, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn our work. So rounds 1 through 3 are going to be worked the exact same way. We're going to yarn over. Let me zoom in a little bit. So yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, go through all on your hook. Yarn over into the next stitch, yarn over, just like this. So half double crochet into each stitch around. And again, you're going to want to pause your video and work rounds 1, 2, and 3. And don't forget, you need to put a stitch in here, a half double crochet. You're going to join with a slip stitch and you're going to chain 1 and then you're going to turn. Okay, so I will meet you here at the end of round 3. So I'm done with round 3. So now we're going to start decreasing. So round 4 is going to be worked like this. We're going to half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, draw it through, yarn over, go through all on your hook. So that's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And 4. So now we're going to decrease. Yarn over, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, go into your next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through all that are on your hook. Okay, so we're going to repeat that till we get to the last 4 stitches. So 1 half double crochet into the next 4 stitches, and then we're going to do a half double crochet decrease. I will meet you at the last 4 stitches. All right, so I'm at the last 4 stitches, and we're going to work 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So here's 1, here's 2, and then we're going to do a half double crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches. And then here's that one that sometimes it's hard to see. And there you go. And you should have 18 stitches. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to slip stitch to the first stitch, just like this. We're going to chain 1. We're going to turn our work. Round 5, we're going to work 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. So yarn over and half double crochet into that first stitch, yarn over, and this is all we're doing. So you should have a total of 18 half double crochets. And I will meet you at the end of round 5. All right, so I'm done with round 5, and again I had 18 half double crochets. Now round 6 is going to be another decrease. So let's go ahead, and this is going to be our repeat all the way around. So yarn over, and we're going to do 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches. So here's 1, here's 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to do a decrease. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull it through, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through all that are on your hook. So go ahead and do that 2 more times, and I will meet you here at the end of round 6. All right, I'm finished with round 6. I've already joined and I chained 1, and I'm going to turn my work, and I ended up with 15 half double crochets. Now round 7, all we're going to do is put 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. So again, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over again, bring it through all the loops on your hook. And this is all we're doing for round 7. 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. I will meet you at the end of round 7. All right, guys, I'm done with round 7. And again, I had 15 half double crochets. Now round 8 is going to be another decrease round, and it's going to be worked like this. This will be our repeat. We're going to work 1 half double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and then we're going to do a half double crochet decrease. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through like that. That's 1. Here's 2, and here's our 3rd half double crochet, and then we're going to do a half double crochet decrease. So inserting your hook, yarn over, pull it up, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, pull it up, yarn over. We're going to go through all the loops that are on our hook. We're going to do that 2 more times, and I will meet you at the end of round 8. I am done with round 8, and I have 12 stitches. So I've already joined. I chained 1, so let's go ahead and let's turn our work. Now row 9 is going to be another decrease round, and this is how we're going to decrease. We're going to work 1 half double crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then we're going to do a decrease, and we're going to repeat that 1 more time. So a total of 2 times. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through. There's our first half double crochet, yarn over. That's 2. Yarn over. There's 3. Here's 4, and then we're going to decrease. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, insert your hook, and pull it all the way through. Repeat that 1 more time, and I will meet you at the end of round 9. I'm done with round 9, so now we're going to do 1 half double crochet into each stitch around. So that's yarn over, insert your hook, there's 1 and 2, and just go ahead and keep going, and I will meet you at the end of round 10. All right, I'm done with round 10. So now what we're going to do is you want to make sure that the piece here is facing you and that it's even like this, because we're going to sew the bottom together with a slip stitch. So let's go ahead. And if it's not even here, then what you want to do is just slip stitch. I think you just need like 2, just like this. Okay. And then go ahead, you're going to turn that over, and then you're just going to slip stitch just like that all the way down. Just like this. There you go. And you're going to have probably, I crochet so tight, probably about 5. See, and here's 4. And then you can just go right there at the end. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead, chain 1, and we're going to trim that off. You want to leave a little tail, long tail for sewing. Run that through like that. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make our tail. So let's continue on with our tail, and we're actually working the fin part, and I'm going down to our K hook, 6.5 millimeter hook. We're still using 2 strands of yarn. I'm just using worsted weight yarn. If you want to continue with what you were using before, that's totally up to you. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with the slip knot, and we're going to chain 17. So yarn over, bring that through. That's your first. Yarn over. That's 2, 3, 4, and continue on until you have a chain of 17. All right, so now we're going to work row 1, and we're going to double crochet in the 3rd chain from our hook. So we're going to yarn over, and 1, 2, 3rd chain from our hook. We're going to work 1 double crochet in there, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over, bring up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And we're going to do a double crochet into each chain across. And I will meet you at the end of row 1. All right, I'm done with row 1. Now let's move on to row 2. We're going to chain 2, turn our work. Now the chain 2 will not count as a stitch. Now for the rest of the rows, we are going to be working in the back loop only. Okay, so row 2, we're going to start with the double crochet decrease. So we're going to yarn over, we're going to insert our hook into that back loop there, yarn over, bring it through. Now I do my decreases just a little bit different for this project. So instead of yarning over, we're just going to go into the next stitch in the back loop only, yarn over, bring it through. Okay, now we're going to yarn over, and we're going to go through the first 2 like that. And it actually looks like 4 loops since we're working with 2 strands of yarn. So now we have these left. We're going to yarn over, and we're going to go through all 3. So that's our first decrease. Now we're going to do 1 double crochet in the back loop only in the last 13 stitches. Yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So we'll do 1 double crochet in the back loop only all the way across. And I will meet you at the end of row 2. All right, so I am done with row 2. So let's start row 3. We're going to chain 2 and then turn our work. So row 3, we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 12 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook in the back loop. We're still working in the back loops. Yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, back loop only, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, go through 2, which is actually 4 loops, yarn over and go through 2. Since we're working with double yarn, it's actually going to be 4 loops, but I think you guys know what I mean. All right, so go ahead and keep doing your double crochets, and I will meet you at the last 2 stitches of row 3. All right, so I'm at the last 2 stitches, and so now we're going to work 1 double crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, draw it up, go into that next stitch right there. You're going to yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and then go through all the remaining. Just like that. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to turn our work. We have 13 double crochets. So now row 4, we're going to start with a double crochet decrease. So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop of that first stitch, yarn over, bring it through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, bring that through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and then go through the last loops on your hook. And then we're going to do 11 double crochets in the last stitches. Back loop only, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So go ahead and finish your double crochets, and I will meet you at the end of row 4. All right, I'm done with row 4 and I have 12 stitches. So now row 5, we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to turn our work, and we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 10 stitches, and then the last 2 we are going to decrease. So let's start with our double crochets. So yarn over, back loop only, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And again, we're working 10 double crochets until you get to the last 2 stitches. So I will meet you at the end of my 10 double crochets. All right, I'm done with my 10 double crochets, and now I have 2 left, and we're going to do a double crochet decrease. Yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, bring it through, go into the next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, and then yarn over and go through all the loops that are on your hook. And we're going to chain 2 and turn our work, and we have 11 double crochets. Now row 6 is our last decrease, so we're going to start with a double crochet decrease. So that's yarn over, insert your hook into that back loop, yarn over, bring it through, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through the first 2, yarn over, and go through the remaining. Okay, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the last 9 stitches. Okay, so yarn over, I'll do one with you, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, and go through the last ones. And I will meet you at the end of round 6. All right, so I'm done with row 6, and I have 10 double crochets, and this is the center part of our fin. So now row 7, we're going to, let's see, chain 1, we're going to turn our work, and we're going to start increasing. So we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 9 stitches. Yarn over, back loop only again, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. So go ahead, make 8 more, and I will meet you at the last stitch. All right, I've done my 9 double crochets. So now I'm at the last stitch of row 7, and we're going to do a double crochet increase. And all that is we're going to be putting 2 double crochets in the last stitch. So that'll be our increase, okay? Yarn over, insert your hook, back loop only, and we're just going to put 2 double crochets. Just like that. And that's our increase. Okay? You should have 11 double crochets. So now row 8, we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn our work, and we're going to start with an increase. So we're going to do 2 double crochets in the first stitch, back loop only. So there's 1, and here is our second. And then you want 1 double crochet in the last 10 stitches. So I will meet you at the end of row 8. All right, I'm done with row 8, and I have 12 double crochets. So now let's chain 2, let's turn our work, and then row 9 is going to be worked like this. We are going to put 1 double crochet in the next 11 stitches, and then the last stitch we are going to do an increase. So you will put 2 double crochets in the last stitch. So I'll start the row with you. Yarn over, and we're working back loops only. Yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And this is all we're doing, double crochet in the next 11 stitches. And then you're going to increase and you're going to put 2 stitches in the last stitch, which will give you a total of 13 double crochets. Okay, so I will meet you at the end of row 9. All right, guys, I am done with row 9 and I have a total of 13 double crochets. So now row 10, we're going to chain 2. We're going to turn our work. And this time we're going to start with a double crochet increase. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, back loop only, yarn over, and we're going to do our first double crochet, and then we're going to do another double crochet in the same space, and that's our increase. And then now we're going to put 1 double crochet in the last 12 stitches, okay? And that will give you a total of 14 double crochets. So go ahead, guys, continue with your row 10, and I will meet you at the end when I am done. All right, I am done with row 10, and again, you should have 14 double crochets. So now row 11, we're going to chain 2, we're going to turn our work, and we're going to work 1 double crochet in the next 13 stitches, yarn over, and double crochet in the next 13 stitches, and in the very last stitch you are going to do a double crochet increase. Okay, so go ahead, continue, and I will meet you at the end of row 11. All right, so I'm done with row 11, and you should have a total of 15 double crochets. So that is our last row for the fin part. Now we're going to do the edging. So we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn our work, and we want to work 1 single crochet all the way across, and we're going to be doing it under both loops like that. So we're going to do 1 single crochet all the way down. Okay, and I will meet you at the last stitch. All right, so I am here at the last stitch. So I've done so far a total of 14 single crochets, and then we want to put 2 single crochets in the very last stitch for a total of 16. Okay, and that's going to start the top. We're going to be working at the top of the fin. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 single crochet. We're going to be skipping. Okay, what I just find, I just use these edges here as my guide right here. Okay, the little ridge, and I'm just going to put 1 single crochet into each across like this. Okay, so you're just going to insert your hook there, and there's your first single crochet. So that's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. And then here's the 5th one. Okay, you're like that, and it's just gathering. And then right here on the beginning of your next row going down, we're going to put 2 single crochets, just like this, 1 and 2. And now we're going to be working along this side of our fin, and we're going to just put 1 single crochet into each stitch across. So just like this. That's 1, 2, 3, and go ahead and continue all the way down, and I will meet you at the end. All right, so I am done with my edging, so we're going to go ahead and finish off. Now I do not single crochet here because when I do the edging with the other yarn color, I'm going to do a single crochet all the way around the whole entire fin. Okay, so let's go ahead, snip off our yarn just like that. and you're gonna weave this in, okay? But I think you guys know how to weave it in, so I'm not gonna show you how I do that. So now let's bring back our body. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, and then we're gonna weave all this stuff in. So now we want to do the edging around here in the same color. And again, we're gonna be using 2 strands of yarn and our K-hook. And what I do is I like to attach it here on the bottom. And this is how I attach it. You can attach it however you want, but this is how I do it. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. And then I bring it here, and then I chain 1, and I pull that tight, and then I chain 1 again. So now we're going to work 1 single crochet just evenly all the way around, and then we'll just weave in our strands at the very end. And you just want them spaced out evenly. You don't want them too far apart. And this is all we're doing. So go ahead, guys, finish your edging. And remember, when you get up here and you turn, you're going to put 2 single crochets up here at the top. So I will meet you when I am done with my edging. All right, so I've come all the way back down here. So now you're just going to join with a slip stitch. Chain 1 and then snip it off. And then you're just going to weave that in, weave those ends in. So now go ahead and grab your fin, and we're going to sew it to the body. All right, so the way I do this is, okay, see how it goes up like this? You want to make sure that this is the front of the blanket part, okay? So this is the back, this is the front. So you want to make sure that you attach your tail this way, okay? And then so what I do is I bring it up like this. And then I start sewing evenly all the way across, just like this. And you're going to end up going into 2, and because you want it to scrunch like that. Okay, but this is all we're doing. And I won't have you watch me. I will meet you back when I am done with mine. All right, guys, so I am done attaching my fin, and that's how it's going to look. Okay, so now what we want to do is just the edging for the fin, and we want this color, and then our K-hook. Starting down here, we're going to go ahead, and again, you can attach your yarn however you want. This is just how I do it. Chain 1, I pull that tight, and then chain 1, and we're just going to work 1 single crochet all the way around. Okay, so insert your hook, yarn over, bring it through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2. And this is all we're doing. Just 1 single crochet all the way around your fin. What I did is here on the corners, I just put 2 single crochets and then kept working, and then I did another 2 single crochets here, and then I'd come back up here and finish off. All right, so I will meet you when I am done with my edging. All right, so I'm at the edge of my fin, and then all I'm going to do is I'm going to slip stitch into that part right there of the body, and then I'm going to snip it off. And then I'm going to weave in the ends. So basically all you're going to do is you're just going to weave that in. I like to just cut an extra length and just go back and forth again here on the bottom, just to make sure it's nice and secure and that it's not going anywhere. Okay, so this is all we're doing, and I will meet you when I'm done weaving in this part right here. All right, so I am done and I weaved everything in. Let me zoom out. How cute is this, you guys? I just love it. And I wanted to show you guys, here is the first one that I made, and this is the yarn that I had left over. And I only used one skein of each. So I was able to get 2 blankets, and this is what I had left over. That's awesome. So I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, I would love for you to do so and click that icon, the little bell, so you'll be notified when my next video comes out. I truly appreciate you guys watching, and I read all your comments and I try to respond as soon as I can. So guys, until next time, happy crocheting. Bye.